I'm on a porch, get money, you know that we never could get a divorce. Say you the plug when nigga might have been the source. Why me pull up in that brand new Porsche? Come through, I teach you this shit like a chorus. Bitch, I'm like Ghost, I got power, of course. Invested my money and ran up a check. Now man, I hot like a motherfucking torch. I got a habit, gotta keep going, cause I cannot get
in that field. The fuck you talking about?
Probably got this. Hey, welcome back to another episode of On the Porch, man. You know, you're here with your boy, Mr. Mindset, man. Y'all make sure y'all please like, comment, and subscribe if you are on YouTube. And if you are on YouTube, go to the other platforms, go to Apple Podcasts, whatever that is, and leave us 5 stars. Say something nice about us. We really appreciate it. BJ.
You here with your boy _BJ Real, BJ Riley, man. Y'all know I'm lit. I'm excited today. We here with a special guest. I believe this is our first, it's our like second athlete, but this is like he's an athlete.
This is
like
what he does.
Full-time, like professional athlete, college graduate, boom, all around humble, good person. He's the most humble person you'll ever meet. Is Nasir Greer. Just introduce yourself. Just tell him a little bit about you and just shit. And we'll go from there, man.
I don't even know what to say after that. I don't know what to say.
Just tell them who you are. Like, just you can say what's your name, your Instagram, and then what you do.
I don't even know my Instagram by heart. It's King Nas something. I don't even know my Instagram.
It's like
by
King
heart.
Nas though.
Yeah.
Man, I went to Wake Forest. You know, played football with the Chiefs a little bit. Playing the XFL. Story still going. Always overcoming things, beating odds. That's pretty much what I'm about, you know. Adversity's gonna come to everybody, you know. I'm just figuring things out and just pushing through.
Yeah, so like what do you do like on a day-to-day now? Because I know right now you're technically like a free agent right now, right?
Yeah.
So like what are you doing like in the meantime, like the past time, or like just to, like are you doing anything like to make money right now, or like what are you doing?
So right now I was just playing in the XFL and I got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I'm back home, I go to rehab every day.
Mm-hmm.
I work out still every day on my own, doing like either upper body or like some lower body things that I could do. And I do a lot of I coach on the side too.
Yeah, I saw you was you was coaching like helping out with like some high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I coach and I train. So a lot of the my athletes that I was coaching, sometimes they hit me up to train them, and I meet some young bucks, and they be wanting to get some training sessions in. So I always do that, putting them through some DB work, giving them real knowledge from somebody that been there and played there, and I know what the coaches want. I know what the coaches want to see. So I always drop them gyms when I can.
Yeah.
And I have a mentor, and he always giving me knowledge about life, spiritually, mentally, and he always staying on me about just doing the little things. So I'll be doing a lot of random things, but I stay busy.
Yeah.
And I peeped that about you, like just growing up and like we went to high school together, we graduated together, and I always knew you were like just like spiritually and like inclined, and always like just. What are you? What would you say? Like you're a Christian, or like what would you say?
I'm a Christian for sure.
You're a Christian.
Proudly.
Yeah. Like he always like just go like get everybody together, like go to church, like all that. Like that's just like something that's big on him. So like I'm glad like you're just keeping that going and just being positive and just being like inclined spiritually. You know what I mean?
Like where did that come from? Like tell us about your upbringing a little bit. Like who is Nasir Greer? Like.
Oh man!
Like get into it, bro. Like
Get into it.
I ain't trying to.
Like where you from? Like what hospital you were born in? Let's go back down the road.
So look. I was born in Rochester, New York. That's upstate.
I didn't know that.
New York ending.
My whole family is from Rochester, New York. We drove down to Atlanta when I was 2. So I don't know nothing from New York. I'll be having random aunties trying to call me. Remember
from New York?
Don't even know the area code. Be like, bro, I don't know who the hell it is.
I'd be like, they be hit me up on my birthday. I'm like, we got the same last name, but I do not know you. You feel me?
That's how it was with me, bro. I got like a big family. I got hella cousins.
Same.
Like, I don't even know, bro. Like I got one uncle that had like 17 kids, bro. So
like when I declare for the draft, I'm getting calls. I'm like, bro, I can't answer all these calls. Like,
oh yeah, little baby say you getting money now. Everybody, my cousin.
For real. People showing up at my little thing. They're like, yeah, I'm your auntie's cousin. I'm like, what? How does that even work? Like,
Auntie's cousin. Girl,
I'm like, what?
And you know it's the 30th from rent coming up.
Yeah, I need a ticket. Everybody need a ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, I just grew up bouncing around in the cab, Henry. I came to Henry really just to play at Stockbridge because I grew up playing at Gresham Park.
Yeah,
And
it's a good. Yeah.
and Coach Witt was coaching at Gresham Park at one point. And all my park ball coaches telling my mom, like, I need to go to Stockbridge. Coach Witt to get him right.
So you was always like hard back then, like you was like always good at football.
I was always fire. Like when my dad was in the house with me, he used to make me do the craziest junk on some Deshaun Jackson. I don't know if you heard about his story.
I think, yeah.
But like he used to take me through some crazy things, like workouts and stuff like that.
Some boot camp.
Real boot camp type workouts, and I used to cry. I ain't gonna lie. When I was a kid, I hated football just because of that.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then when he like left and stuff like that, I stopped doing all that, and I got like humble. Like in middle school, I remember I just wasn't good. Like, I just wasn't as good as I used to be. And then I remember in 8th grade, I made a decision that I was gonna be bat fire, and that's. I was playing DB and like the slot because we still had the little wing team. You feel me?
Yeah, you went to
You grew up in the wing team?
Yeah, that's sadly.
Oh yeah, no, he did go to Austin Road. When I first came, I came late. Remember, I came late, so
I feel like that's how it is. Like with all that, really, like anybody, like you hate it, like why they pushing you, like grinding every day. But like it's like you eventually gonna appreciate it some way, or like just find a way to appreciate it.
Bro, anything you doing, bro, you gonna hate that shit at first. If it's making you better, bro, it's just pressure. Pressure make diamonds. So when you going through that hard time, you going through that hard shit, you gonna hate it. But on the other side of it, you gonna be like, oh damn, I see why I was doing that shit.
Yeah,
you feel me? And when I was like a youngin', I used to love playing the game. I just always playing the game. He used to make me stop playing the game, do push-ups, and do all this type of stuff. I'm just trying to get back to Mario. I'm trying to get back to playing my little Sonic, little Sega.
I got a save Luigi, and you over here having me doing 1,000 push-ups. Luigi over there hanging by the kingdom. Like, what's going on right now? So would you say, like, it was, like, tough for you growing up, like, with your, like, family, like, financially, or how was it for you growing up? Because, like, I like to relate to the audience. Like, some people, like, we have, like, a younger audience, really. So, like, I just try to, like, relate to them and just see, like, different backgrounds and, like, how people are raised and, like, see how they could, like, relate it to themselves.
Yeah, my mom held it down. My mom always worked. She worked 2 jobs. She was always active. I didn't even realize, like, that we didn't really have it like that because I just never really was focused on that.
That's a blessing.
One thing nobody is really, unless something like really traumatic happened to you and then like make you realize.
Yeah, like I never really struggled. Like I know my mom couldn't like. Every year I had to get like the Air Max. So I had to make the best out of like whatever shoes.
Yeah, like how many siblings you had?
Me. I got an older sister and a younger brother, but on my dad's side. I got 6 brothers and 3 sisters.
I didn't know that.
Nah, a lot of people don't. And I'm the middle of both. Like I'm like the 5th child of my dad's, and I'm like the middle of my older sister and younger brother.
Dang, that's crazy. Cause I knew how it was for me. Cause I got 2 brothers and a little sister. So it was like whenever school season come around and you got your like first day of school fit and stuff. It's like, okay. Now I could buy 2 of y'all a pair of shoes and the rest of y'all get the clothes. So it's like y'all make that decision right now. So like we always had like a game plan. We was like, okay, back then it's like, okay, you wear a size 6, I wear a size 4, he wear a size 5. So it's like, get a 4.5 and we could like rotate these hoes out. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So like I definitely feel you on that. Like,
bruh. I remember my mom, we used to go looking at shoes and stuff like that. My mom was like, these Air Maxes is nice. I'm like, they alright. They alright. I think you just seen the price. And
I'm like that now, but I see the price. I'm like, that shit ain't even that bad, bro. I like that shit.
Do y'all know a place called Shoe Show?
Oh yeah, for sure. I used to shop in there, bro. But you already know my store. I ain't even gonna. I'm gonna let this be on y'all today.
I'm telling you, bro. Every year, like this is like elementary, like middle school type shit, bro. Every year, bruh, I'm telling you, we getting the best pair of shoes out of Shoe Show.
Be $100. I'm already knowing. It'd be like $100. You go, oh yeah, let's do it.
So it's like Shoe Show. Shoe Show ain't gonna have nothing too crazy, bruh. It's gonna have some black and some white shoes, bruh. It's gonna be like the best shoes. Not even gonna be like, they might be some Nikes, but
Right.
it ain't nothing like no crazy stuff, bruh. So like the most expensive shoes in there be like $95, $100 or something. So we used to go in there. Like I said, it's first day of school fit. You go in there, pick the best clothes out of Shoe Show, and don't get a size too big, don't get a size too small, because we all got to wear these hoes. So that's how we doing, but you just keep going how you was raised.
So you say, so you're bouncing around the cab, boom, you played Gresham Park. All right, let's take, you went to middle school. Well, you went to middle school at Austin Road, right?
Austin Road, yeah.
Okay, and then we just go from there.
All right,
You can shorten up though.
I think we played y'all in middle school when I was at Eagle Landing, because it was like
did.
it was like a couple people that had like mustaches and beards and stuff.
Nah,
over
don't
there.
get
That
talked
wasn't
about
you?
that. Let me tell you.
That wasn't you?
Now let me tell y'all this. Y'all had the boy Bentley, right?
Bentley fast.
That boy done had a tattoo. I'm going to the sideline like, coach, this dude got a cross on his neck, coach.
Wait,
Nah, bro. He was no, bro. Really, the thing about Bentley, bro, he was like a country dude from Alabama. Like he's from the project.
Oh yeah, country. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just
That
like a
parents
country
doesn't do
dude for
anything,
the
bro.
projects. And like the crazy thing is like, it's like people's dads and stuff talked about it, bro. Like nobody really like knew his age for real or nothing, bro. Nobody asked for real. We said no.
White boy Justin.
I know it.
What the fuck is this nigga?
Hey, no, bro. When I first came, I remember this nigga because he dated that girl, Tamara.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember him, bro. I was like, he driving to school, bro? Nigga, we're in 8th grade. What do you mean you're driving to school, nigga? Like, what do you mean?
Nigga
I'm
pulling up for a
13.
pregame meal in a
Like, I ain't
Nissan.
I wish I got. Yeah, that shit crazy.
That's funny.
Nah,
yeah.
but we did have him. He was probably I think he probably won state or something in 8th grade or something.
Bruh.
Probably fastest in the state.
Let me finish the story. I remember in 8th grade, we playing y'all. Oh, it might have been 7th grade. I can't remember which year it was. And I'm like, coach, this dude is tatted like on his neck. Not even just nowhere.
Not on his
not even just
stomach.
a regular place. He had a neck tat. I'm like, coach, there's no way. You gotta call somebody. Bro, y'all, at this point, y'all like killing us. Y'all killing us. I remember, and I had like hit him in the leg, and he kind of got hurt or something.
Oh, you heard him?
I ain't hurt him. It just happened to be.
You ruined that man's career.
But
Nigga
I
ain't been the
think
same since then.
But if this is the right game, I think it happened like this. Boom. Like he said, Pete, faster than everybody. We don't know his age. We just know he country from the projects, faster than everybody. Boom. So we playing them. I think it was like us and y'all was like the best teams in the county. So it's like, boom, we playing them. Boom. Somebody hit Pete. Boom. Pete don't get up. So it's like, hey, you got about 2 more touchdowns to score. Like, what you doing? The game's still kind of close. Like, what you doing? So, boom, Pete's back up. That was me. So I was the guy. So, mind you, 8th grade, boom, I ain't hit no growth spurt until 10th grade. So, mind you, 8th grade, I'm 4'11", 4'10", probably. How tall was y'all like in 7th, 8th grade?
I was short. I was short still.
I probably like.
Y'all wasn't no 4'11".
Nah, I went for.
I went 4'11".
I felt like 5'2", 5'3".
Cause I remember it was like a long period in my life. I was just like 4'11".
Yeah.
Like life was just real big to me. Like everything was big.
Everything.
So boom, Pete go down. I go in the game. So boom, it's like I was in there. I was doing good, but I wasn't in there like Pete, like just running like 50-yard, 40-yard touchdowns. I'll give you like 7. I'll give you a 10-yard run. I'll give you 15. But basically, they thought Pete like was our whole team, so like they didn't know about me. Like I was always a good football player. Like I was always, bro, I played football. Like I was always good. I was always like one of the best people on my team. That was just me growing up. So boom, I'm in there. I'm getting them like probably 7, 10 yards a pop. We're doing good. So basically, what the coaches did was they went away from the run game because Pete go down. We don't know nothing else but just give the ball to Pete. Just let him do what he do. So boom, they go away for the run game. So we got this dude named Quan. We just try to air that thing out. We just try to throw it. Boom. I think we in there just throwing picks and everything and stuff. Like I said, we abandoned the run game. I'm giving them 10 a pop. I'm not going to give you a fat little touchdown, but I'm going to give you like 10, 7 a pop. So that's what I'm in there doing for them. So we just start running. I mean, we just start passing the ball and everything. And I think y'all end up winning, right?
Yeah, we won.
Yeah, they end up winning. And then literally after the game, coach came up to me. I think it probably wasn't even after the game. It was like probably like a day later, 2 days later. He was like, my bad, BJ. I didn't even know that you was in there just giving us like 10, 7 a pop. We just completely went away from the run game and just started throwing it. And you saw where that led us. We was just in there throwing picks and just not completing passes and stuff. He was like, I should have trusted you a little more and gave you the ball. So boom. So that was really the story with that. He ended Pete's football career.
Chill.
Probably made him a little slower, even though he was still fast after that with a knee brace on.
Fact.
But
Nigga in prison now, huh?
I gotta
now
finish.
he actually like a famous YouTuber right now.
Yeah, I gotta finish the story though. So I remember he was hurt. He missed the rest of that game. We ended up coming back and winning.
Probably the rest of the season.
This dude, it's track season come around. I remember just like it being like middle school championship, and I see somebody limping and blowing everybody else out in 100. I'm like, how is he still running that fast?
Like I tell you,
With
he was country, bro. So like he probably not even supposed to be running yet, but he put a brace on, bro, and he literally he had like a distinctive limp. Like you could see him limp when he run. And mind you, it's track season. So he's literally out there like running with a like full on, like every time I touch his leg, I'm dropping. Out there blowing everybody, like just on some country
It
project.
didn't even make sense.
Like,
It
you know what I
didn't
mean?
make sense.
That's crazy.
Like,
It didn't make sense, bro.
was you in the same heat as him or something?
I can't remember. I just remember Buddy was like, bro, he was moving. I'm like, bro, how? Thought I got rid of him like
I thought I handled it. Now you got people to talk to.
I was just joking. I remember he talked to me about that. a little bit, bro. I'm like, bro, it just just the game how it go.
Game, coach.
And nothing personal.
You were just telling us you were talking to coach. I'm like, we gotta make a call or something. What did you mean to get him out of
I
there?
had some brass knuckles.
Nigga punched that nigga kneecap.
And he went like an
Be
ostrich.
like, coach, nah.
That's crazy. So
Just
boom,
joking. Nah, it wasn't intentional at all.
it's middle school. So they talk about high school.
Man,
How
high
fast they
school,
put you on varsity?
I didn't start playing varsity till 11th grade.
Oh,
Bro,
Stockbridge was
Wake-
always like that.
Yeah.
Stockbridge was always like
when I was at Wake and I say that, everybody look at me crazy.
like we've been playing since freshman year.
Everybody been
They
balling.
don't know
since
Stockbridge
freshman
though.
year,
They don't
bro.
know if yeah.
When I tell people I ain't start playing football till 11th grade, they look at me crazy. And then I tell them in 9th grade, I didn't even start on the 9th grade team, which is crazier.
They
Damn.
had over you, Mike Price.
They had Mike, Jermaine
Oh, this little
playing
midget.
over me. All of them playing. I was short then too though.
Yeah.
So I remember like people used to pass me in the hallway like, bro, like you just got big out of nowhere, like
Dang.
literally.
And I'm
Me and this nigga was the same size.
that's
He was
crazy.
bigger than me.
Yeah. I was a swole ass nigga.
On me,
So
Devontae.
I ain't hit that growth spurt till like 10th, 11th grade, bro. I was 4'11" for a minute.
Man, I just stayed down, bro. I just stayed down, kept going. Next thing you know, my junior year, I was playing corner, but we had two corners that already they wanted to play, and I wanted to play corner. Coach Whit put me at safety, and I'm like, bro, I ain't no safety. Da da da. Next thing you know, the season come, and I start going crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't never looked back. Next thing you know, I had that offseason, I got 20 offers, committed to Wake.
Bro, you remember how it was like during school in Stockbridge, bro? You probably barely went to class. They like, oh, Boise State here for it. It's like we used to always be like, bro, like during football season, bro. Stockbridge was like so known for football, bro. We used to just be waiting in the class, like, oh, I heard they just called Quez Georgia here. Right. So it's like, bro, I'm just trying to get out of class. Cause you know, bro, you in high school, bro, you just want to get out of class. So we just hoping like a school here to come see you or something. And Coach Witt, bro, when I tell you this man knew like every coach or like had connections everywhere, bro, it's just like, dang, bro. We used to like all be out of class. Like it was people there seeing me. I ended up playing at Jacksonville, but I used to just go out of class a couple times, talk to some coaches, like just a little meeting, get out of class. Like, so do you remember like your first offer?
It was Georgia State.
Georgia State?
Georgia State.
What grade?
11,
11.
right after the season.
Dang.
What was that? When did it click for you? Like in football, you was like, oh shit, I'm the shit. And like,
Bruh.
Yeah, 'cause
Honestly,
you was like one
bro,
of
I
the
wish-
you was like one of the best players on the team. I think it was like Brennan Quez, of
Yeah,
course,
fact.
and then it was like you.
Then me, I was the humble third.
Yeah, really, no cap. Like when everybody was like, "Who you think gonna go pro out of those three?" I always said Nasir before both of them. I used to be like Nasir gonna go.
Cause it's a lot.
Because I already knew his work ethic and
It's-
everything.
It's a lot of shit that go into that shit, bro.
Right.
Like you could ask anybody, bro. Like they'd be like, "Who gonna go pro?" I was like, "Bro, Nasir gonna go pro." Like I know they might go, but I was like, "Bro, Nasir gonna have like a great career and he gonna go pro."
You feel me?
Like
And-
everybody, bro.
yeah.
what was that clicking moment where you was like, oh shit, I'm the shit?
Bruh. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I ever really had it.
That Dutchtown game, cause I recorded that thing.
Bro, he like
I don't think I ever had it where I thought I was that good because I still like trading across the street. He got every SEC offer. Did
Oh,
this
you a
and this and
corner,
this and
yeah.
that. And I'm like, bruh, like, what's going on? Like, I didn't get wake to like the summer of my like right before senior year, and I just committed. So before then, like before I had weight, I was thinking about committing to like South Alabama.
for real. But now that I think about it, bro, I feel like you sleep was tried because it's like Trey Dean was right around the corner, and boom, you right over here at Stockbridge, a notable school. Because Dutchtown, we know Dutchtown wasn't really known for nothing. We don't like Dutchtown. Coach Witt said nobody in Dutchtown ever beat us to our year, and nobody ever beat us. But boom, Trey Dean right around the corner. But like, if y'all sleep, because I'm on the outside looking in, if y'all compare them looking up, like y'all could go down the list like coverage, man-to-man, speed, strength, like body size. Trey Dean probably had you a little bit on physique.
Yeah,
But
facts. Nah,
I would say you
definitely-
slick. You
nah,
slick.
Nah, he definitely looked apart.
Yeah.
He
Nah, he
definitely.
is. Nah, he is.
linebacker.
Nah, he is. I think he had the most reps for at the combine. He had the most bench press.
Nah, for sure. He definitely looked apart. I know why he got the O's. It wasn't the fact that I'm saying like why he got the O's and I don't. That is the fact.
That's how I'm
actually.
looking at. I know,
That's the fact.
no, bro. He's so
But
humble. He's
it-
not gonna. He just so humble, bro. He not gonna say it. But like now that I think about, it, I never even thought about it. Like two DBs in the same county. I'm like, shoot, you got Nasir over here. Like,
You feel
what's
me?
the difference?
yeah.
Like,
But that's
but he did play corner though, so I can see how that looked better as him playing like a corner and
Yeah,
being
that's
at that size and stuff, and you being at safety.
yeah, that's valid.
You
But
know what
it's
I mean?
like it wasn't even me like saying like, oh, he's not good enough to have those O's. It was more so me like dang, he got them O's. I should have those O's too.
Yeah,
I feel like
facts.
at least I'm like
That's facts though, yeah.
close. Like I'm right there. You feel me?
But was you like a big camp guy?
Oh man, see,
'Cause I think he was
learned-
like a huge camp guy. I feel like.
I learned to trick the camps late, and I wasn't like a big clout type of guy. So like, I wasn't gonna pop now. I was gonna be quiet, chill, and you was gonna look at me like, dang, this kid low key balling. Like, who this kid is? And I remember going to all the camps I went to, But like, if you don't tell the coaches that you're going to them camps, like they'll just give you a jersey and they'll just think you're every other kid. Like I remember before I went to Wake, I was hitting them coaches up, I ended up getting like a pre-camp tour and stuff like that. They gave me a number. They give numbers, bro. When you go to these camps, they give you a number. Like
You talking about like college specific
camp.
camps or like the mass camps?
specific camps. Like
'Cause I know we got some young guys on here. It's like different. There's like
I wouldn't go
camps
to
like
the mass camps.
Wake Forest is holding a camp, and then they'll have like camps. They could be like, okay, Wake Forest gonna be here, Georgia gonna be here, Alabama gonna be here, like any other. Like it'll be like 20 teams gonna be there, and then there's like specific camps. It's like, okay, this is a Wake Forest camp.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't go to no mass camps, bro. I'll go to specific teams, and you gotta hit them up and let them know that you're there. Cause the way it worked, like the teams,
That's real.
they already got the list of the players that they looking at. Everybody else is there for sure.
And I didn't notice at all. And my dad used to make me go to like a lot of camps. And I'm like undersized for real. Like I really feel like if you're like playing sports, really, if you really, I really want to say like if you're not like just standing out like height, weight, or just anything of that nature, really just save your money on camps, really. Cause that's all they be looking at, unless you like do it how he said, like that's the game. Like I didn't know on camps, like if you're actually talking with a coach, let him know you're gonna be at that camp, or like before you go to a camp, even if the coach not messaging back, be like, okay, I'm gonna be at this camp, boom, boom, just so they know and can expect you. Because it's like I'm an undersized guy, like that's just what I was like during football, And it's like I'm at these camps, like he said, I'm not gonna go out there talking crap and all that stuff. Like I'm like you just gonna see I'm a good player once I go out there and play. Cause like every camp I always like stood out. Like I used to win MVPs at camps and stuff, be like in the last group that go like best on best. I used to always do that. But it's like if you're not doing it like how he's saying do it, like let a coach know you're going. Go to specific camps, be like realistic with yourself. Like if you're a D2 player at Georgia's football camp, you might be wasting your time a little bit. So just
feel me?
Just soak up some game and just listen to what he say.
You low-key could finesse it. This how dumb the coaches be like. If you look, let's say you follow a coach on Twitter, right? Let's just say you so happen to post 3 fake offers. You tell the coach I'm coming to your camp. They be like, oh, this kid got offers from this and this and that. And they be like, we should see what this kid talking about. Let's watch his film. Like that's just an easy sneak way to get a
Damn,
coach.
they need to give it that game.
Now people do that though,
That's
bro.
crazy.
It be some people like they'll have like every offer in the nation and then sign to, I don't want to say like an HBCU or something. What's another small school other than like an HBCU?
Shoot, just like
Let's just say you have every offer in the nation, and then you getting offers from Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Florida State, and then you sign to like Howard or something. It's like, bro, did you really have all them offers, or like,
Yeah.
like was you just making tweets and stuff, bro? Like,
you feel me? But that's the name of the game, bro. Like nowadays, the kids on Twitter, they trying to put everything on Twitter.
Yeah,
they putting, I got a visit here, visit there, and like low key that stuff work. Like low key, like
it do.
You feel me?
Nah, cause one thing, I had a trainer, like a football trainer, like when I used to like go to them camps and stuff and like get ready for the season in high school and stuff. Like he was like, okay, you good? Like you're good on everything. Like route running good, speed good, quickness good, route like I said, route running good, footwork good. The only thing you're not doing is like talking shit, like popping your shit on the field. Like so he was like, after you win a rep, bro, go out there and talk some shit. Like letting them know like you do this and like do that. And that's just something like that I didn't do originally going to the game. And that's basically like what appeals to scouts and stuff. Like when it's somebody out there, like you just caught a ball on somebody and you out there like, oh yeah, like you can't guard me. Like,
Facts.
like who the best out here? Like nobody out here can guard me. So like he look like, I guess scouts and stuff like they think that's like the dog in you or something. So that's just like another note to take. Like just if you say you the best and you the best, talk your stuff. Like let them know.
I know you are enjoying the episode, but listen, I have an ebook that is out. Guys, I've been talking about it. The Perfect Mindset, 7 thought patterns that can take you from stress to success. I want you guys to go get this because I don't want you guys to be stressed no more. I want you to have success. So that's exactly what this book gonna show you. It's gonna show you how to have the right mindset to help you get better mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, and any other way that you need to grow in. Guys, if you are listening to this podcast, I got something special for you. It's gonna be $5 as long as you put the promo code in on the porch. All one word, on the porch. $5. Is your mindset and your success worth $5? I would hope so. So go get it.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of committed my play style as if like I was not gonna do that. You feel me? Because that's just never who I've been. So I remember like I never talked junk even during the games. Like my trash talk during the games was like telling somebody I love you. Like mid game, it would be I'd like get weird.
I feel like you would do some weird
I'm like,
stuff
bro,
like
I
that.
still love you, bro. Like, like I'll never forget.
You actually did that though, for real?
Yeah, nah, for sure. Like Florida State was the most random team ever. Like the kids at Florida State would just randomly talk junk from you. I remember I'm leaving, I'm walking off, jogging.
Talking
off
about like college?
yeah, college.
college.
I'm jogging off the field from like a special teams. Somebody had no interaction with the play at all. He be like, hey, you a bitch. I'm like, what? I didn't even see you during the snap. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why?
Touch.
College. What was your most notable moment in college?
Hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit. So we got a lot of people, like I said, a younger crowd on the podcast. We do got older crowd too as well. But how would you say your transition was from like high school to college? Hold that question.
You know, because I went to college early, so I didn't do my last spring in high school. Went straight to college.
Who was your top teams to pick from? We talking to a big like I'm telling you, Nasir didn't go to school senior year. Like they would call him out of class. Like they used to be like, Nasir, Mike Price, and I was like, they better say BJ. Nah. We just looking for Nasir and Mike Price. But what was your top teams, bro? How was it?
It really was.
Take me
just,
through the experience because I couldn't go through it.
It really was just Wake. I ain't gonna lie. Stanford wanted to offer me too, but they wanted me to retake the ACT, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie.
ACT, bro, come on.
Because everybody on the team apparently has at least a 23 or something like that, and I'm like, bro, I really don't want it that much.
You don't want no smoke with that shit.
But that would kill you in the recruiting process, bro. Not having like a high SAT score, bro, that would kill you, bro.
Yeah.
I could have did it just for the O because it would have been cool. And but I told teams like I was committed to like Wake, like I was like a hard.
So was you like your mindset was like I'm gonna go with the biggest school? Was like that's your mindset?
Low key, because I always tell my mom. My mom wanted me to go to North Carolina A&T, but I wanted to play Power 5 football.
I feel like you would have made that out there.
Yeah, for sure.
But it would, you know how that goes.
Yeah, you feel me? I wanted to be focused.
Yeah. No, but looking back though, do you feel like if you was like popping your thing on Twitter, going to all these like, what was it, the 24/7 camps? Do you feel like you would have had like them Georgias, them Floridas, them
definitely.
Ohio States? Cause like you said, Trey Dean right around the corner.
Yeah.
And like if we all being honest right now, like high school, like we just speaking like from high school, like where everybody was at, they basically like damn near like the same type of talent. Not like the same playing. I'm not gonna say the same playing style, but they both have like the makeup to be top D1 players.
Yeah.
So do you feel like if you would have popped it a little more and went to those 24/7 rivals camps, you could have Georgia, Florida, Ohio State?
Most definitely. And I think God really blessed my path because I was supposed to go to the opening and the rivals things like
that's big.
My junior year. Right before both of the opening and the rivals things, I pulled my hamstring running track. So I couldn't.
So you was gonna go?
I was gonna go, and I pulled my hamstring running track, and it made me miss both the rivals and the opening thing.
Dang.
So I'm like, bro, it's like the whole time, low key is like, that's all I was saying. I was meant to go to Wake.
Yeah, everything happened for a reason.
You feel me?
Because they Wake really got to steal with you. Like I said, like I could see you. I could have seen you playing at Georgia. Like it might have been like you might have not have played freshman or sophomore year, but like you said, like just how Stockbridge was, you gonna play that junior year, senior year.
You feel me? And honestly, just to speak on that, just real quick, man. I wanted to play as a freshman so bad when I was younger, and in high school I wanted to play as a freshman in college. But when I tell you that is so overrated, like I would rather have wish I would have came under somebody that was good and been like an understudy, and then like played my junior year. You feel me? And got my red shirt and developed for a year.
Like college wise?
Yeah. But all my years of college, I went into the season, I got out the season banged up. Went into the season, got out the season banged up. I never had years of just straight development and growth. That's
then
why
mind you, like you a freshman, so we not gonna act like it's a couple people that go into college with a college body, like that come out of high school with a college body, but it's like you're a freshman, like you fresh out of high school jumping into college football.
Yeah,
so maybe your body wasn't like developed all the way, but you just had the IQ and like the speed and like I said, like cause IQ could get you a long way. Like I know you had a couple picks. Like you had a couple picks. How many picks you had
in my career?
Yeah,
I only had 2.
No, but all those came from like the same year though, right?
Nah, I had a pick 6 against Daniel Jones.
And you went. What you did that did?
Everybody remember me from that.
You did not see me crazy.
Oh, me though, that was crazy. That was one of the craziest moments of my career. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
In my sophomore year, I went crazy. I wish I would have had more picks though, but teams didn't throw like the ball my way a lot. Like I didn't have a lot of picks, but didn't nobody catch the ball over me. Like I gave up 2 touchdowns my whole career, and that was against T. Higgins and Zay Flowers.
Okay. So it's like
top tier.
You feel me?
It might even be a plus on the scouting report. Like the only 2 touchdowns, T. Higgins. And,
you feel me? And Trevor Lawrence threw a beautiful ball. I ain't gonna lie. He threw a whole shot in cover 2. And I wasn't even expecting him to throw the ball. So when he threw it, I'm like, oh snap, he threw it. Like he just tried me.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And it's like I ain't gonna lie, they got like a beautiful picture of it online too. It's like a beautiful picture, like him just toe tapping in the corner of the end zone. And I'm just like right there in my corner. You feel me? I'm like, dang, reroute him back inside. He looking at me like, you still just supposed to be over the top. I'm like, true, but
Well, he got an outside release.
yeah, he outside
I'm not taking that one. Yeah, the outside release.
Making me look bad. I'm like, sheesh.
So you feel like your transition from high school to college is just like your advice for people is just take your time and like.
Yeah, stay down, bro. Take your time, cause comparison is a thief of joy for sure. Mm-hmm. So we started to get look. Oh, he playing early over here. He playing early over here. But a lot of times those people don't always pan out in the end. You got to really run your race, cause you don't know when it's gonna accelerate for you.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Definitely.
It could like your freshman sophomore year could be slower than your junior senior. Next thing you know, you a first round draft pick.
Yeah,
you feel me? It's so many people you hear from these top schools just come out of nowhere. They be these freak athletes and they only played 1 year at Georgia, 1 year at Bama.
Yeah, 1 year.
You feel me?
It's some quarterbacks like that. Like they just had one breakout year. I forgot what the quarterback name from North Carolina like a while ago. I think it was like Sam Howell or something. Yeah. He just had one good year at North Carolina pro.
Easy. That's all it takes.
He actually was playing for a little bit though.
Oh, he was? That must not have been him then. It was somebody else. Now Sam Howell had about like 2 years. He had like 2, 3, 2.
I don't remember shit.
It was somebody else.
Yeah.
But yeah. But like you said, like we was talking earlier off the podcast about this. Like you been through like a lot of adversity, like with injuries, what have you. Like you said, like that's why your advice was just like take your time and everybody like don't compare yourself to nobody else. Like just take it as you go, and everybody's path doesn't hit at the same time. So like, how do you deal with like stress, like when adversity does hit you and stuff? Like how do you deal with like stress? Like what type of person are you when like something doesn't go your way, or it's like the goal was just on that side and then now everything was just taken from you?
Man, I'll say in your highs, humbling yourself, and in your lows, building yourself back up. And really like never getting too high, never being too low. Staying a constant, consistent, but also embracing and knowing that trials will come. So if you like prepare for if you prepare for the trial, it ain't gonna hit you as hard. But when you thinking everything's supposed to be one way and you supposed to just stay on this high road, and that's when the trial coming in, it hits you hard. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm always ready for a trial. And when I'm going through something that's tough, I always know I'm going through it, and it's gonna be an up eventually. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like for every valley, it's a peak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, Mike? How do you deal with like stressful situations?
I wasn't ready for it.
I know you just been chilling. I was like,
now, could you ask all the questions, bro? Shit, I be finna say stuff, but he be talking in the middle of it, and I'm like, I ain't gonna cut him off. Sound like he got
I don't like to cut off.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff to relate to business and life, period. But I'm just letting him talk, shit, because at the end he said some good shit. So.
Yeah, I feel like I cut him off every time.
Yeah, so y'all shut up. But I deal with it like pretty much the same thing he said. Shit.
Yeah, you do always say that. You say like, never get too high.
I ain't never too high, never too low, bro. You read anything, bro. The Art of War, bro. That's literally like one of the main things, bro. If you read the Art of War, bro, don't ever feel like you too up to go down, you too down to go up. Shit. At the end of the day, you just gotta keep a level head. And at the end of the day, you always know, like everything he said, shit, everything, you always know. If I go down, I know I'm always come back up. And if I'm up, guess what? Whatever up, gotta come down at some point. Goddamn, that's just what it is. I ain't saying you're gonna go all the way down, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna be as high as you was at one point. So
yeah, because I just say that like, how do y'all do? And I say
God got me the whole entire time.
Yeah,
that God got me. God know what's going on. That's it. That gets you through everything.
Because I know you strong in your faith too as well. Right. Yeah.
Wait. He ain't even not you. But this is what I'm saying. We ain't even so he went to college. We ain't talk about his college career, nothing. We were just like, getting caught on.
I told you it's so much to like.
So let's talk about college, and then you go into an injury. Then
I'm gonna get into
We
We
that.
skipped all. We skipped, but
We got straight into picks and IQ.
Exactly. Goddamn. Let's do it.
So my freshman year, I play, and Wake Forest at this point was known for not playing freshmen, but I kind of had to play because they needed me to help win.
Right.
So like they had to play. My coach really didn't want to play me, but I just was balling, so he was like forced to play me.
Cause like the storyline, I think I saw something. It was like I forget if it was your position coach or your defensive coach. They were like they just love you or something, and then you come out and it's like they really don't play freshmen for real.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and one of my dogs had tore their ACL that year, man, and that really just opened it up for me. The coach was like, "Yeah, we just got to play this kid. Like we can't." You feel me? Wake Forest wanted to redshirt like as many people as they can. Things kind of starting to change now from that. But like my sophomore year, I had my first RACC season. I remember I'm getting people hitting me up. I'm getting agencies hitting me up. It's to the point I remember telling my mom like, I'm probably not gonna graduate, Mom. Like I swear, I'm like, Mom, I ain't gonna graduate. Like I'm leaving next year.
That's crazy.
And then my sophomore year.
Cause I don't know what that feels like to be just like a high profile like college athlete, and it's just like I had a great freshman year. So it's like they looking at me. Cause I think you could do like 2 back then. You could do like 2 and done.
Nah, you had to do 3.
Didn't they? I thought they just changed that to 3.
You always had to do 3.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I remember, bro. Like, I'm talking about athlete first. All the top agencies hitting me up. Like, I'm having a real good sophomore year. Last game of the season. Last game of the season, I tear my ACL. You feel me? So I'm rehabbing. Next year, COVID hit. So what messed me up during my rehab process, I had to be home during the middle of my rehab process.
Yeah.
So I'm lacking all the equipment, this stuff.
Yeah, cause I know that's top notch.
You feel me?
Yeah.
To get my knee back right.
Wait, you gotta be home. Why?
Cause the COVID hit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like I didn't have none of that. I didn't have the facility. I didn't have the equipment. I'm home basically rehabbing myself. Like I got myself through my knee rehab basically.
That's crazy.
I get back to school, and you feel me? They clear me to play. I'm looking good, and then the next thing you know, I just break my kneecap, and it's like it's non-contact.
Did that come from like the not having the best like rehab? Did that come from that, or was it like 2 separate things?
They really don't know. They just don't know. It's like something that just doesn't happen. So I use my patella tendon for my knee. So that is like something to deal with like the knee. But typically you see they say you see kneecap breaks early in the process. But it was a full kneecap break. Like my kneecap was almost like sawed in half from a cut.
God damn.
And you said it non-contact.
Non-contact. It was from it. I was running. I made a cut. It was on the field during the game, and my kneecap just breaks. I thought somebody like hit me or something. I'm thinking I just bumped knees with somebody, and I go in the game and play another snap. And I get to the sideline, I'm like, bro, I just can't, bro. I just
What?
can't.
And your adrenaline and everything's on by then.
Right.
So, like, did it ever hit you like in that moment? Like, did you think you was gonna like bounce back fast from that, or like I'm thinking like day of like that you injured yourself, or did you know it was something that's like gonna hold you down the road?
Honestly, I thought it was something slight, bro. Cause I'm like, what could it be? Like, But I know it's like it's bad because I know that whole season for when I was dealing with tendonitis. So I'm thinking it's just my tendonitis.
Bro, that
came
shit
back.
suck, bro.
You
I
feel
got
me?
this shit patella tendonitis. That shit sucks. You can't bend your knee in the car for too goddamn long. You be goddamn about to.
I'm blessed enough. Like I made it through my whole.
Well, my shit's still better now, but
Yeah, I made it through my whole football career without an injury. So like that's a blessing because
They ain't even know.
I know that doesn't happen a lot.
You got a few concussions though.
I probably did, but I never was the one.
his ass.
Cause we all know that one person, like every time they head hurt, they be like, oh, I got a concussion and stuff. Like I was never like one of those, like I could go in there, boom, like be dizzy, and I would not say nothing. I would just be like, I was just always like tough, and like that's how I was raised, and that's how I was brought up. Like boom, you get in there, get hit hard. Hey, you still got to go next play. So I wasn't the person to raise my hand and be like, I got a concussion.
Yeah.
But did I have a couple concussions during my career? Probably a couple, but none reported, none written down on paper. You can never trace back and be like, oh, BJ had a concussion. I just played through it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Nah, facts. Bro, them Tiger Toughness, not Tiger Toughness, but Tiger Attack, I know for sure I had concussions. Like,
Hey, no
doing that.
cap. I made it through Stockbridge without doing one of those.
For real?
No, I did one. I did one.
The fuck is a tiger attack?
That 3-on-1.
It's the LSU. You know, you seen the LSU.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
the
know.
LSU video, like 3 people blocking.
Yeah, I know it's-
and
yeah.
you got one runner. It's like one runner that got to run through, and that used to just be like a big day. Like
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
you really see who like the best players is.
We did the same thing too. We didn't call it tiger attack.
But what's
It's
crazy?
straight stupid, bro.
Hey, I want Gabe. Gabe was our quarterback, bro. I want him to watch this episode. So basically, it was like my first. So I came to Stockbridge like second semester of 11th grade year. So boom. So I'm just a quiet kid, light skinned, probably just short as fuck. So Gabe thought I was sweet. He thought I was sweet. Like he didn't know I played. Like I really do this football. Like I really like play football for real. So boom, it was like board drills. He was like, "Hey BJ, let's go. Come on, let's do Tiger." I said, "All right, I got you next time. I got you next rep." So we go on that bit. Boom, put that nigga in the dirt. I did not lose a board drill, bro. Like my whole football career, bro. I did not lose a board drill for real.
Nigga chose why.
I just had to tell Gabe that, bro. Your ass tried me, bro. And I put your head in the dirt, bro.
Oh man, but shoot, going back to my injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my COVID year, I break my kneecap. Another like 8 months, 9 months recovery, and honestly, my kneecap probably was a little harder because I had to be in a brace for longer because I had to let my kneecap heal.
Yeah.
You feel me? The ACL, you could start moving at least.
Was you in a
early
wheelchair or crutches?
on. No, I was on crutches, but I was in just a locked out brace for like
Because they got to be like
6-7 weeks.
You got to let it bind back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got two screws in my knee, like 2 long screws.
today?
In my knee. Yeah,
Nah,
today.
he's good, guys. He's ready to go. He's ready to.
No, he
Just-
don't.
it just-
No, he don't, guys.
Yeah, just
But the scouts watch.
disregard that. Disregard that.
Nah, but like during through this whole time, like, cause like you said, you was calling your mom freshman year, like, oh boom, like, hey, we gonna be out of here junior year.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I ain't graduating. We about to get it for real. Like, so it seems like your goal was always like, I'm about to go to the NFL. Like during these like injuries and stuff, like did your mindset ever switch and it was like, maybe I got to use this degree. Maybe I might do the 4 years. And like, did your mindset ever switch or was it like, nah, I'm going to be a professional athlete?
My mindset never switched. I'm talking about I was so determined that I was going to the league no matter what. So determined that a setback couldn't hold me back, that I was going to do this no matter what. And then I was like that. And even to the point, I'm going to go to my 4th year. My senior year at Wake.
Yeah.
You
Because
feel
I don't
me?
know too much about it.
My senior year at Wake, that's when we went 11-3 and lost ACC championship. And I only played.
So that's a fat turnaround if you know Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
I only played in 3 games that year for real. Because after the first game of the year, I pulled my hamstring. I missed a game.
First game?
First game. Then game 3, I come back against Florida State. I catch a pick, but I pull my quad.
And mind you, he got that number 3 on, right?
I catch a
That number
pick.
3, they just don't get that number 3 that nobody got, man.
You know, that junk 2 golden.
Yeah.
So I pull my quad. I missed 5 weeks from that pulled quad. I come back, play in the game, another game. We play NC State. We beat them. I pull my hamstring again. This is my senior year. No, is no big injuries. I got a quad pull and hamstring.
Hold on, remember this. Remember your thought right now. I just want to go into
Look, I know you enjoyed this episode. Of course you are, because why wouldn't you? Duh, we got good topics. We giving you good information. But you know what else can make you good and make you great? My ebook. Guys, go get my ebook. My ebook is called The Perfect Mindset, 7 Thought Patterns that can take you from stressed to success. This will help you. This will help you grow. This will help you prevail. Listen, if you go get this, put the promo code on the porch end, you're gonna get it for $5. So go get it. $5. That's it. Come on, that's easy money. Let's do it.
But like it was like, bruh, cause like at this time I'm playing at Jacksonville, right? So it used to be like I used to always hit Nasir. So Nasir at Wake Forest. I used to always just want to get some work in with him. So I don't know why back then the only work I wanted to do was like one-on-ones and stuff. But you know, if you tell somebody come to the field and do one-on-ones, of course you're gonna work out before that. Then you do one-on-ones at the end. I used to always hit this nigga Nasir up like, bro, let's just do some one-on-ones, bro. I was like, you think we go to the field do some one-on-ones? Nasir used to be like, nah, bro, I'm dealing with this hamstring, bro, right now. I used to hate that shit for him, bro. I used to be like, bro, like what's going on, bro? I used to hate that shit for you, bro.
It was just so unfortunate, though.
I'm glad you got strong faith though.
Nah, fact.
Because a lot of people would have
He's
been
big in
thinking
that,
because
bro.
I ain't on cop, bro. Like that's the only thing that really could have got you through. I know you said that I just never thought that like I wasn't going to lead nothing, but that had to just come from your faith, really. Because most people just give up. Most people give up when they got one something happened to them in their life overall. They just go goddamn say, you know what, bro, this may not be for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got different options you can take in life. You could take maybe this is happening for a reason, or maybe this is just part of my story. You obviously going with the maybe this is just part of my story timeline, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, after a lot of stuff like that happened to me, I'd be like, bro, I don't know if I'm gonna do this shit no more. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I'd be like, is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Is it my time? Because me personally, I'd be like, bro, is my body worth like giving up for this
Well, like
shit? If I gotta live my whole life, my body, football is short lived for me.
No, that's fact.
So that's just a thought that I would definitely have. I mean, like, so how did your faith take place in this? Like, was you going to church a lot? Did you have a mentor? Did you have somebody that you was talking to? Like, how did that go for you?
I had a mentor, and we actually talked a lot, and we did like, because of COVID, we did like a Zoom call, and we did the Zoom church a lot. So my faith always was strong. It's like I never doubted that I would be in the league. I just never doubted. It's like the thought in my mind, because my injuries never was like, I'm not going to be playing in the league. And I don't know why, even to the point, like I said, I missed the last games of my senior year because my hamstring. My hamstring and my quad, and I still declared. And I still declared. And I left and I was in Kansas City, and I still felt like I should be here. Like, I still felt like I was this guy. You feel me? But I'm not going to lie. The injury took a toll on me. Because the things that I thought I was doing and should have been doing, sometimes my body wasn't like matching up with what I'm like commanding my head to do.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm like, dang. Sometimes I'm like, dang, like, how did I just slip out that break? Or like, why didn't I just jump as high then? You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, even like going into like my pro day, like my numbers in my pro day was like, dang, these some average numbers. Like, bro, I know my numbers could have been like way better than this. But it's like,
sure.
bro, I had two knee surgeries, you know, for 5 months, and both of those years I wasn't running.
Yeah. And sometimes this is contrary to what a lot of people say, but sometimes you just can't go against reality. That's real life. Like, a lot of people don't want to hear that shit, bro. You can't go against reality sometimes. Like, you can have the strong mindset and everything like that, but sometimes you gotta find out it's a thin line between being realistic and unrealistic. You just gotta find that thin line and be like, all right, am I being realistic right now or I'm not? And that's a real conversation that we gotta have.
Yeah, but for them to still call you out there and like you said,
That's a blessing.
You still was like competing and stuff, and like you said, like we was talking earlier out the podcast, and it's like you really not competing for that safety spot. You really competing for the 52-man roster, which they already got 42 spots locked in. So you just competing for those last couple spots, whether those last couple spots fill in the wide receiver group or they fill in the old line. So it's like you're competing with everybody, but you still got to play to like your current strengths. So it's like, okay, boom, like you said, I had 2 knee surgeries. So I just feel like your IQ as a player just to still like compete with those guys had to be like on a different level, just because like you said, boom, I might make a cut and be like, oh, I didn't make that play. But you was still out there. Like you said, you was at the Chiefs. You played was it the XFL?
Yep.
You played with the XFL. So it's like for you to still compete on that level and coaches to love you the way they do, it's like your IQ got to be like out of this world just to like, you know what I mean? Just still be like playing for.
Yeah, for sure. And then so I forgot what I was about to say. I was about to ask you. Oh, so what made you said you? I already know with the COVID year and everything, you had an extra year. I want to hear this. What made you not just stay the extra year and get your body right and play and get more film?
When I was at Wake my senior year, I told y'all the story how I was getting hurt, and the hurt people didn't travel. So a lot of that semester I spent time at home. It is during COVID. That was the year after COVID. But I'm at home. I'm watching my team win. I'm doing this, doing that. My coaches, I was playing a lot of nickel that year. When my position was safety, I wanted safety film. You feel me? But I'm playing a lot of nickel. And we get to the end of the year, coaches acting a little different. And bottom line is, I'm just feeling very unappreciated in the building.
That's what
You
comes
feel me? So I get to a point where like I was telling coach I'm gonna come back, but because I was just feeling so unappreciated, like they was making me feel like they could just replace me. I'm like not saying that I wanted to be like have some type of superstar treatment, but don't act like I ain't like who I am. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, like I feel like I'm easily one of the leaders on this team. Why am I not traveling to some of the games? You feel me? I know I was hurt, but why am I not traveling to some of the games?
Yeah, it's like okay, it might be a rule like injured people don't travel, but if I'm a leader on the team, like, why wouldn't I?
You feel me?
Because you probably in the room coaching up the DBs and everything,
For sure.
like could give them game knowledge. It's some young cats probably in there, like you could give them games. They probably forget some plays. You could be on the sideline helping them. Because I know that happens during the game. It's like, hey, bro, I don't know this coverage. Like, when coach give the signal, can I look at you and you tell me what the play is? Like that happens during the games.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna act like that was like the big deal of me not like traveling. It was just like the coach's energy. Like
you just
when
feel
I was
it.
at practice, I was just feeling very like unappreciated. Like if I wasn't playing, they was like, you ain't got no value this week. You feel me?
And if you felt like that way, that's what was going on. Like you just don't, you just don't feel like that. Like you only pick up a spirit that's like brought on to you. So like if you felt like you was being appreciated, that's exactly what.
And y'all really need to take note of that. Y'all got to really start feeling out the room, feeling out what's going on around you. Because a lot of us try to force something that ain't there. Stop trying to force it. If it's not there, don't force it. You can feel energies. You can feel if somebody wants you in the room. You can feel if that person wants to be working with you, or you want to be people that person want to be around you, or for a relationship that person want to be with you. You can feel it. Don't go against it. Feel it. Matter of fact, you should ask them, hey, is this what's going on? And but sometimes you ain't even got to ask them. Sometimes you just get downloads, or you hear from God, or God give you that feeling. If you hear his voice and he tell you, hey, go ahead, just go ahead and leave. And I respect what you did now. At first I was trying to figure out. At first I was confused as hell though. I was like, bro, you should have just fucking stayed, bro. Or you could have taken it the other way, and you could have been like, why you didn't take it the other way? Like, all right, bro, fuck it, I'm coming back and I'm finna show y'all who the fuck I am. Like, why you didn't do that?
Or like he said, like he could have transferred.
Or transfer and show them who the fuck you are.
You feel me?
Go to the rival team. Who was y'all rival? Who was y'all rivals?
Nah, I wasn't gonna do that.
Who's y'all rivals though? Who's y'all rivals?
It was Duke or really NC State at that point,
I figured it.
or UNC. Really, any of the three.
NC State and Wake State.
Well, let me tell you, my loyalty for Wake ran so deep. Transferring was one of my thought process, and at first that was what I was gonna lean towards. But then I was like, bro, I just don't even want to go to another school. Like, I don't even want to get in the transfer portal and just face this unknown reality of what's to come. And I'm like, bro, I low-key feel like I'm ready. But now that I come back and think about it, I was making a very hasty decision. You know, I made a decision that I didn't think it was emotional, but it was emotional because it was coming from me feeling from a place of unappreciation. You know, they say if a man's not like appreciated somewhere, he gonna go somewhere. Yeah, you feel me? So that was like,
that's why people cheat.
You feel me? And I think like a lot of people transfer because of what I just said. That unappreciation from the coaches. Like nobody's really taking initiation to talk to you to see how you feel. You feel me? They just expecting you to be this way, and that's a lot of time how football is. It's next man up. and it's not really like a personal business. It's all like, okay,
it's
like
next man up.
next man up. Like it's not really, oh, how you feeling? Da da da. We want to get you back right.
It's never like
still
that.
working
It's
in.
never
you
like
know?
that. Yeah.
And that play a toll on you.
And sometimes though, most of the time when you in that situation, you make an emotional decision. You think you making a logical decision. Cause I'll tell you straight up, me and BJ, when you declared, we already know you great, you good. When you declared, bro, I was like, bro, I'll tell you me, but I was like, bro, that don't make no sense for me. I'm like, bro, he should just stay another year. I knew you had another year. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, he should just stay another year, because or stay there. I ain't know that situation or transferred, right? Yeah. I'm like, you could have just transferred, because that way you got more time to develop, you got more film. But I know how big film is for for anybody listening. If you coming from high school to college, going from college to the league, no matter, film is huge. That's what they fucking look at. They look at that. So it's like, I was like, bruh, I was thinking logically though.
Yeah.
Now that's what I was saying. I was thinking logically. You was thinking emotionally, a little bit logically, but you was thinking a lot emotionally. And then a lot of times when you strong in your faith, because I'm real strong in my faith, we make decisions thinking that's the decision that God got us, but really we just making a decision using God as a crutch, or using God as an excuse. Like, I'm finna go make this decision that's not logical, that don't make sense, and I'm just gonna put it all on God.
We gonna throw faith on it.
We gonna throw faith on it. Like, bro, we do that. We make excuses and put faith on it and be like, oh, this is a good decision because my faith. But you really think through it though.
But I see how you was feeling though, like feeling like unappreciated and stuff. Like
at Jacksonville, I felt like that.
Yeah, like you said, like I felt like that before, like at Jacksonville. Yeah. Like you said, like you more of a player that's just, I'm gonna show y'all on the field. Mm-hmm. That's more so how I was. So it's like when I came back to Jacksonville, it's like, I don't know, like when I came back, it's just like I had a mindset, like I felt like everybody was against me. So it's like, while you in that process of like feeling unappreciated and stuff, and then you just keep getting that energy in every day, it's like, dang, my safety coach, he against me. I just gotta show him, like, I can't even trust him no more. Head coach, he against me. So it's like you get into a mindset and you like take yourself to a point where you just think everybody's like your enemy, and the only thing you can rely on is you and God. So it's like, I'm not even talking to my position coach like how I used to talk to. Boom, I'm not letting him know personal problems, like what's going on. I'm not talking to the head coach like I'm talking. And it's just like you get into a state where it's like everybody's the enemy for real. Right. So like I see like what you was going through, because I went through the same thing at Jacksonville, because like I came late. I missed like summer workouts, but like I was still like one of the best people in my position group. And I ended up like being like one of the starters. But like during the whole season and stuff, it was just like I had a mindset like everybody was against me, like everybody didn't want to see me win and stuff. So I see kind of why you just like went ahead and left and just trusted yourself, because at that point it's like my enemy's over here, all I got is just me and God, so let me just take that and just bet on me.
That same thing happened to me. That's pretty much how I ended up in the position I'm in now. I was in school playing football and everything. And that you remember my freshman year, I was playing and everything. Yeah, from the first game, I played the first game they put me in. Like
it's like that red shirt on me.
Yeah, I played. I came back next year. That's after I was finna leave though, and I told the coach I was finna leave and everything, because I just wanted to do business after my freshman year. Then I came back and I was like, all right, bro, shit, I'm coming back. They told me to come back, but then I was traveling and stuff, but they weren't playing me. Like they'll play me on special team and stuff, but I wasn't playing. And I'm like, all right, and I pretty much just like got out of it, because I was in that mindset too. Like, bro, y'all don't appreciate me. Y'all not even acting like it or whatever. And I, instead of saying I'm finna go hard on the football field, I say I'm about to go get me some money, you broke niggas. That's literally what I did, bro. That's how I literally started a business. But I literally started getting into business. I was like, bro, no, bro. Like, all right, that's cool. I said, y'all want to play football? I want to own the football team. And I literally told people that shit. Like, wow, fuck that shit. I want to go own the football team. All right, say less.
Let me speak on the faith piece just real quick.
Yeah, talk that.
And I think in my journey, it was still supposed to go that way.
Oh, it's still supposed to go that way.
Like how it went, me declaring, I think God had me in the exactly where he wanted me. Mm-hmm. Although it wasn't like probably a decision that he ordained, it's not the fact that he wanted me to make the right decision. He wanted me to know why I made the wrong decision.
Right.
He wanted me to get that lesson from the whole thing. So it's like, if I never would have declared, if I never would have took that risk, I never would have been seeing certain things clearly.
Right.
You feel me?
And it made sense. It made sense. I get
So
you.
it's like I had to look at myself and see like, dang, nah, it's like you are very much prideful.
Yeah.
I made a very much prideful decision. Like I was thinking one way and I was like, ain't nobody gonna, the whole time like I never had the odds be in my favor from going to high school. I just told y'all my story from the whole jump.
Yeah.
And the odds was never in my favor. I'm like, bro, this lining up perfectly for me.
Yeah.
Like this is all I know is to be the
It's me.
underdog.
Yeah, it's me.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm really not even caring. Like my coach is saying like, oh, you're not gonna have a good shot. You're setting yourself up. Like basically, I'm giving myself a bad hand. And I was like, I don't care. Like I'm gonna do it.
But I mean, and that's cool though, because at the end of the day, when we do make decisions and we do, and if, not saying that God never take his hands off of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you may make a decision without necessarily talking to God or actually trying to hear from God for a minute. And first of all, God speak through people. And people don't believe that. So I don't know who you're speaking to throughout this whole entire process, but God talked through people. But obviously, you felt strong enough, like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this. But even if, say, he didn't ordain that decision, his hand is never off of you. So he still is showing you, all right, you chose to go this way. All right, now I'm gonna have you go through this. But now you're gonna be able to, like you said, you're gonna see things much clearer and why I shouldn't have made a decision. Because it's 20.
And only if he wants to keep going after that goal. Because like he said, anytime through this process, you could have just been like, I'm just going to use my degree.
Fuck it,
and, like, do that and stop
wait for
playing
us to
football.
quit school.
Because, like, a lot of people that went through, like, what you could go through, like, they would have just, I guess I'm just going to use this degree that they was telling me about. That's why you graduate.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, like, if I was in your position, I probably would have just been doing some business shit right now.
I mean, a lot of people
Honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. Bro.
Like, so you really strong to just, like, still stand up 10 toes through this and be like, y'all gonna see me on TV.
Bro, I just wanted it so bad, bro. I wanted it so bad. And it took me to go through this whole process. I used to be somebody that, like, would preach, like, hard work pays off. Like, eventually, you're gonna win in the end.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, now I'm, like, seeing more clearly, like, bro, you could work hard and you could grind the hardest. That does not guarantee you a win. You feel me? Like Icky Johnson always say, like, sometimes your best effort sometimes isn't enough.
Yeah.
No, and it's not because it's something like
Negative, ain't it?
negative. It's just like sometimes like his whole thing. He wanted to go to the league. That was out of his whole control. You feel me? My injury just out of my whole control. How somebody picked versus one person to get cut, one person to get kept. That's out of my whole control. So if you ask me, I'm one of the hardest working people I know.
Yeah.
And I'll
You feel me?
agree to that.
I'm one like when if it was up to like the hardest working people get like what they deserve, I would be in the NFL. Like hands down. I just don't think people work harder than me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I had to come to a realization, bro. Sometimes like you can't hang your hat on working hard and getting results. You got to hang your hat on the process, and sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you got to just roll with the punches. You got to keep going and not be process or result driven.
Yeah, but one thing I can say though, since like you are a hard worker and like right now that energy is like poured into football and like your like physical self right now and mental, but just because like you're a hard worker in general in that field would translate to anything. So it's like if you pick up anything and say you just like let football in the past and want to do something else, that mindset isn't gonna just turn off. That's gonna turn on in like anything else you do. So I just want you to know, like anything else you like do or anything else that you put your mind to, like if you keep that same drive and same energy, you're gonna be successful in anything else. So like really just don't worry about like what comes in the future and like what life brings and stuff. Just because like you have that mindset now, like that you're a hard worker and like no one's working as hard as me.
Yeah.
That's gonna translate to anything you do in life. Right. So it's always gonna be success at the end, after anything you do. So like really, if I was you, and like I know because you practice what you preach, like you just don't be talking about what you say, bro. You just gonna be successful in anything you do. Like whether that's football or owning a multi-million-dollar business.
Yeah, and
just because you got that work ethic, that like dog, that mindset, like you're not gonna outwork me.
Yeah. to piggyback out what BJ saying, that's a true thing. Like when I had worked at that marketing company, bro, like anytime somebody coming there that was an athlete, bro, oh, we hiring them automatically. Cause like, nigga, you just a dog. Especially stuff like marketing and business stuff. If you an athlete, bro, all that shit the same thing, bro. That shit, you just transfer that shit. But we know you still gonna put that shit into the field. So for the time being, he said he finna put that motherfucker into the field. You feel me? So
and I have a passion for like coaching too. So I think eventually I want to transition into coaching.
Right.
Just because I could just see myself in a lot of kids, and I done had good coaches, I done had bad coaches. I had coaches that I wish like was better, you know, coaches that wasn't people. I had coaches that would vouch for you, would speak to you, give you good advice, honest advice, would ask you about your family, honestly how you felt. You feel me? I had one coach that he used to always say he was a minister in disguise, and I loved that about him because he just used to give us game, and we would be in the meeting room and we would just talk nothing but life. You feel me? And he'd just sit you down like what are you thinking about? Like when you go home, what are you thinking about?
Yeah, I don't think I had that growing up for real.
Yeah.
And like something I really want to ask you for real, like, and for people that's watching, like, how did you get a mentor? Cause like I said, mentor, yeah. So like growing up and stuff, like I never really had somebody that like I could just see myself being, or like somebody that like I wanted to be. So how did you? And sometimes some people think that's like lame. Or like you know how like the young generation is.
Yeah.
Like even like people that's old, stuck in their ways, like older and stuck in their ways, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm trying to be just like him," or "I'm gonna listen to him and see what he do." But like a lot of us need a mentor, and it's not bad. They actually get a mentor and see somebody that's been through more life than you have, and it's been through different situations and just a wider variety of things that's just they just been through. So like, how did you come into getting a mentor and actually like trusting him and what he says?
I think it's easy. When you pursue righteousness, when you pursue doing the right things, you are bound to come across good people. You feel me? And when you hanging out with buddies and you mixing your company up with people that's like no good, or you around bad apples, you're not gonna find mentors in those places. Yeah. But if you go into the church, you know, you go into the places where you meet good men, like you doing the interviews, somebody's gonna look at you and see potential in you. Yeah. What we all do is, it's never a time I walk around like I'm on the field and I see somebody with work ethic. I see myself in that person. Right. You feel me? That makes me want to pour into that person. That makes me want to look out for this person. So it's like you saying, if you pursuing the right things, you pursuing doing things righteously, you're going to find good people. It's only a matter of fact. Right. You feel me? So it's like, it's all about just getting out there and trying to like find the right people and go out and do good things.
Yeah, don't be too cool not to get a mentor, guys, or look up to somebody. It's not
corny.
Yeah, it's not corny to look up to somebody that has a successful business or somebody that's a pro athlete.
I'm still looking for mentors, by the way.
Like this is not like a lot of people would kill to have a mentor or somebody that guide them in the right direction and be like, oh, should I open up this bank account or this bank account? Should I get this card, get this card? How do I get my credit score to 750? Yeah.
Yeah, my mentor is a blessing for sure.
Yeah, like it's good to talk to somebody like that.
He found me, man. I was just a kid. I didn't even know I needed a mentor. Yeah. He just found me. He saw something in me and just took a chance on the kid.
All right, and so let's go ahead and get to the present time. I know you was at, like I said, he was at the Chiefs.
I thought there's so much to talk about.
After we get to that, let's jump to the present. We went through the whole thing.
I got another question to ask, but it's so much to talk about. You might have to come on for a part 2.
So you went to the Chiefs. I mean, shit, it's the NFL, goddamn. So we get it, goddamn. So then you went to the XFL. What happened there?
So I get to the XFL.
I don't skip over the NFL. What happened in the NFL? Are those guys that you want to play with, are they really like that for real?
I'll tell you what happened when I was with the Chiefs.
Yeah, let's go with the NFL then. XFL.
So they already had Juan Thornhill on his last year, his contract. He wasn't going nowhere.
His last year.
Right. They signed Justin Reed.
Already on the spot. Signed
he
him.
wasn't going nowhere. They drafted Deion Bush.
Cause really, if they signed you already,
They signed
unless
Deion
you're like horrible and you're not the person who they thought you were, you're gonna stay.
Facts.
Yeah, so that's already 2 people.
They signed Deion Bush, big homie. He was a backup in Chicago for a long time. He's actually a good safety. And he didn't even play that much for the Chiefs last year. And he's like a safety that could play in the league. Like he could play anywhere. And then they drafted
game and
facts. Yeah. And they drafted Brian Cook. So they brought in 2 free agents that they was keeping. They had Warner in his last year, and they drafted Brian Cook. That's already 4.
And like you said, even if you get drafted, guys, like they could, like if y'all know about the NFL, if they draft you, the only way they gonna get rid of you if you're horrible, not the person you say you are, or if you just like don't show up to meetings and stuff like that. Like that's the only way they gonna get rid of you.
Facts. And they drafted my boy B. Cook in the 2nd round. And if you a 2nd round drafted safety, you basically a 1st round draft pick.
At safety, yeah, I can
he
see
wasn't
that.
going nowhere.
Yeah, I can see.
It wasn't none of them. No, those 4 was locked, and I really didn't realize that situation till it was like a little later.
Yeah,
And then I remember like when I got cut, they literally told me like my upside was probably really better than the 2 people that was in front of me. But they been there, they knew the system.
Oh, because you said the 2 people on the practice squad.
Yeah, they already had been there for a year.
Yeah.
And honestly, the one dude that stayed, his name, my boy Zane, he was having just a good camp. You feel me? And I mean,
And they probably rooting for him, like
yeah. You feel me? He was just having a good camp. You know how like you competing with somebody in camp and like just all the tip balls.
Yeah, everything.
yeah, it's probably like something like
You feel
the
me?
worst quarterback getting in the game and just throwing my air ball, and it's like
You feel me? And I'm not saying I'm
now you know how that shit is like, bro. That's anybody could have did that.
feel
But
me? He done led camp in picks, bro. I'm like, dang, bro.
Yeah.
I'm on the sideline like, dang, this boy's just balling like, sheesh, like,
Yeah.
Coach, you just saw this pass breakup I just did.
you feel me? Like,
This Zane
I'm
come
out
over there, air ball.
I'm out there, dime. He and somebody tipped the ball. He Johnny on the spot.
Good job, boy. That a boy.
He got facts. It was like every other day he was catching the pick. I'm like, dang, Zane. I love it though, cause you know I'm always encouraging. You
Yeah,
feel
for
me?
sure. Yeah.
But I'm like, dang, that sucks for me though.
Nah, cause you know how that is being in the same position as somebody. Like we're competing with each other, but it's like, bro, I want the best for you though.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And even like in the game, bro, I remember somebody from that be doing the Chief articles. They wrote me like one of the best performers of the week 1 when I played in week 1. And then next week they don't play me at all on defense.
Damn.
Like literally, coaches like, good job. Like you show like I'm impressed. And don't play me.
Do you think that was like part of hiding you, or was that like part of
Nah,
like
see-
I want to see more Zane?
That was at that point it was like they was gonna keep Zane for one because he played special teams. So I feel like in the league,
And then it's like he already know the playbook.
facts in the
Yeah.
league. I mean, I knew the playbook at that point too, though. In the league, if you like the 5th guy, they not too worried about you being the 5th best guy on the team at that position. Like I probably was the 5th best safety on that team at that point, but Zane had the trust from the special team coaches. He was a dog on them teams, and like, okay, you might be the 5th best safety, but we don't need our 5th best safety to be our 5th best safety. We need
Yeah.
him to be one of our better special
And be a
teams
team
players.
player.
Yeah.
You feel me? So he already had the trust. He was starting on like during camp. He already starting on the special teams. So at that point, it's like, dang, it ain't looking good for me. Like Like I probably could ball a little bit, but shoot, he got to go from the special teams coaches. So
Oh yeah, so he's like,
Like-
yeah. That's what they tell you. They be like, shit, y'all better get. College, they tell you, they better get good on special teams. Like y'all niggas want to act like stars.
you know what I mean? And that ain't nothing but like timing.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't nothing but timing, bro. I couldn't do too much about that.
Okay, all right. So you got cut from there. Then what?
XFL.
XFL. So I go into the XFL. For one, I didn't even get drafted in the XFL draft. The supplementary draft come. Don't get drafted. Next thing you know, I'm chilling at the crib. Don't know what I'm about to do. I get hit with a text. Like, you still trying to play ball? The Arlington Renegades. Like, yeah, come on, Texas. I drive to Texas 12 hours. Like, the next day.
That nigga out on the
Next
road.
day.
Dolo.
Next day. And like 3 days later, I'm practicing.
Shit.
I'm practicing. The coach like, yeah, you been working out. Yeah. I was like, yeah. But at that point, I was in a little slump. I was a little depressed. I'm like, dang, man, what I'm about to do? Next thing you know, they hit me up. So I'm like, damn, I'm out there practicing. I ain't put pads on in a minute. I really ain't been running. You're like, you worked out, right? I'm like, yeah, coach, I'm ready.
You gotta count. They haven't been working out, bro. What the hell?
You feel me? So I get out there, bro, and the coaches started liking me instantly. Like my third day of practice, I catch a pick. You feel me? I'm like low key starting to feel secure. Like I'm taking 2 reps that fast. Like within my first week there, I'm taking 2 reps. I'm like, dang, like it's looking good for me. And then a week before the season, I tear my Achilles, like, and it's like, dang, I'm going through it again. It's happening again. It's like a recurring cycle.
I know that shit just feel like, bro, again, like for me, bro. I know that shit.
No, because I know for him, bro, it's like, bro, just for anybody in that position, it's like, bro, I know I could do this. I know I could play for the Chiefs. I know I could play for the Renegades. And then it's like, this the only thing that's stopping me.
You feel me?
So, like, that's just like a heartbreak. That is like, dang, bro, like, I know I could do this. And then it's like, out of your control.
It's just tough, bro. And that's why I'm godly contentment, bro. Whatever he has for me, whatever he wants for me, I'm straight on it. You feel me? It would bother me that I'm not playing the league and I see these people playing the league and I'm like, bro, I could do it. I could definitely do what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like if you see Zane out there and he catch a pick in the playoff game.
I might snap the TV. Nah, I love Zane. I hope he don't watch this. I'm just joking. Nah, Zane, you know I love you, dog. You know I love you, man.
No cap. So, I mean,
we definitely gonna have a part 2, but unfortunately, Mike Harris has to hit a couple more home runs, and we can't miss that. No cap. Now I'm just saying, but it's been a great episode, great guest. We would love to have you back on for sure. It's so much to talk about. Like I said, you're like one of the most humblest people that I ever met.
damn.
Please correct my grammar, guys. As you can see, I'm from the trenches. I just be talking.
We're not talking about you. We talking about the dog snoring.
Oh yeah, her lazy ass. But yes, man. hey, Mike.
Hey, man. Hey, look, man. We really do appreciate you guys for listening to us another week. We know that if you guys didn't take nothing else from this story, you guys definitely should take that perseverance is everything and know that everything is not always going to go your way in life. Understand that life is going to be difficult. It's going to have its ups and its downs, but you got to know how to keep your eyes on the prize and continue going through it all, because through all that, y'all probably heard a lot of bad stuff if you're a negative person, but you got to understand, it's always a negative, always a positive. You got to understand he still was able to get through the Chiefs with having not even playing a college career damn near for real. Then he still was able to get another opportunity when he didn't get drafted. Got there to the Renegades and still was taking 2 reps, right? If y'all don't know, that's like second string. You with the second team at that point. So that's like you're guaranteed. You're guaranteed. You're going to get in the game. God damn it. In the next season, he injured himself still, but he still got better things to come for himself. And
but he is healthy, ready to go, and ready to step on the field and stand on business whenever it's time. You feel me?
Y'all just should definitely take all that from there. I mean, what is something that you want them to take from this? And you can let them know what is something that you want them to take from this, and then let them know where they can find you at on social media, and or whatever they want to hit you up. Somebody hit you up for training, because he do charge for training, guys. So
yeah,
he charge
even if he say it's free. Just text me. And I'm gonna send you the invoice.
Man, one of my favorite sayings I like to say now is faith that can't be tested is a faith that can't be trusted. So man, if you're gonna stand by God, he gonna test you on your faith. And like BJ said, I stand on my word. So a lot of times I be talking and then these trials come and I tell myself, nah, you gotta stand on it. You gotta stand. If you trust God, you gotta stand and live on it. You know, consider it pure joy when you know you're facing trials and tribulations, as James 1. And that's what I stand on. I tore my knee up, my Achilles, and I pray, and the next day I'm smiling. People are like, dang, bro, they expect me to be so down and broken, but I'm smiling because I know the glory that's in the end.
Yeah.
And that's all. King.Nas1, I think it's my Instagram. And I think that's all y'all need to know, for real, for real.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
and I'm
it.
gonna say exactly what he said. Like I was driving back from Macon the other day, boom, rock hit my windshield. I'm still driving, singing the song. I ain't even miss a beat.
Shit happened, bro.
I'm in there.
I'm driving on the way to jiu-jitsu yesterday morning, dark as hell, like 5 o'clock in the morning. Tire blow out on the highway. I say, thank God I got a spare tire. Thank God I got crash. I got out that motherfucker, put that shit on, still went to jiu-jitsu and had a great day.
Hey,
It don't matter.
I got a better one. I got a better one. I'm driving and I'm busting a right. I get hit by 18-wheeler.
No.
And I'm like, thank God that didn't really happen because I would have been dead.
What?
No, I'm just joking.
Why would you play about that, bro? All right, cut the camera off. We got it, nigga.
JT on the track again.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.